Greetings, YouTube, and welcome to the 100th episode of the 4,000 Question Challenges. And as promised in the last one, silly hat. It's my squid Pope hat. So let's start off on the former page. And then we only have one question on this page, and then we flip over. Alrighty. What is the most fulfilling aspect of parenthood? Don't have any idea. The next 6 questions are of the lead-in and follow-up variety. So the lead-in is, what is the best ... What is the best stuff your parents taught you about life? Don't trust adults. What is the best way to deal with someone who has hurt you? Therapy. Pharmaceuticals if necessary. What is the best nickname of someone you know? Best nickname. Tamu. Looks like Tamu. That is his SCA name. Tamu Valdea. Just an ordinary, everyday nickname? I used to know a guy named Skip. His name wasn't Skip. That was just his nickname. I don't know who else I know that actually uses a nickname regularly, now that I think about it. Most people I know just tend to use their name. What is the best part of being a parent? Don't know. What is the best way to show children that you really love them besides hugs and kisses? Words. Words are good. What is the best place to raise kids? Anywhere. If you do the good job, your location, so long as it's safe, is going to be okay. Alrighty. 3 more questions in this section. Should underage children be allowed to drink alcohol in their own homes? I gotta tell you, I don't think they should be allowed to drink enough alcohol to, like, get drunk, because they still have developing brains. The brains of most human brains don't stop developing until you're like 25. So doing damage to them when they're young with alcohol is probably not a good idea. But just the idea of this is what the family does, and this is the kind of thing that you would probably be doing as an adult someday, I don't think it's a horrible thing to let kids taste the stuff and understand what their parents are engaging in. Most children are not probably going to enjoy the taste of alcohol. But yeah, very much be careful that the children are not picking up bad habits. And in my household, alcohol was pretty much always a bad habit. Yes, I know there's a kitty here. What do you think about prodding unwed dads to admit paternity? Okay, well, there's a lot of stuff packed into that one question. What do you think about prodding unwed dads to admit paternity? So the first thing is you're assuming that everybody wants to be wed. That the woman, who's the mother of the child, wants to be wed to that guy. So that's one assumption. 2, you have to make the assumption that they want to be married at all, that either of them believes in the institution of marriage. They may not. He also seems to be making the assumption that an unwed father, someone that is not married to their child's mother, would not admit the being the father of that child. If this person is in fact a Buddhist, they are the worst Buddhist that ever lived, and the most deeply embedded and enmeshed in toxic masculinity and the patriarchy that I have ever encountered. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the cat out of my way. Oh no! My Pope hat! Alright, one last question. Let's hope it's a better one. Should men have a say in whether or not a woman has an abortion? Well, that's not a better one. I know I'm wearing a squid hat, so that's probably undermining some of my gravitas at the moment, and I have a cat sitting on my shoulder. But as far as whether a man should have any say in whether a woman who is carrying a fetus fertilized by him should or should not have an abortion, um, I think I have three words there with an expletive to emphasize one of them: no, no, and fuck no. Unless you're carrying the fetus, unless it's your uterus, you don't get a say. Not even once. Not even a little bit. The only uterus you get to control is the one you've got. Don't have a uterus? You don't get to control any uterus. I frankly wouldn't be upset if men weren't allowed to vote on abortion laws, because they're never going to be affected by those laws. Ever. So, I was hoping for a happier, lighter 100th episode, but I don't look ahead intentionally, because I'm trying to answer these questions spontaneously. So, yeah, no, men should get no say. And again, this feeds right into the whole patriarchal, toxic masculinity, industrial complex thing that we've been talking about. This is not a good series of questions. But we're getting close to the end of the family and friends stuff. We're on page 74, and 77 is at the last page. And it doesn't even have a full page of questions, thank the gods. So, thank you for being here for episode 100 with the silly Pope Squid Hat of the 4,000 question challenge, and I hope that you will stick around for episode 101. I'm now going to take off the silly hat, and hopefully maybe I can dislodge the cat. Have a nice day.